Welcome back, everyone. I'm JayborinoPlays, and this is Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. We're heading into Conviction, where we're going to rescue Jim Rayner from the Moros. So at the end of the last mission, I talked about changing Kerrigan's abilities, and then I realized almost immediately after that I think they're all exactly where I want them to be. You just want to make sure you're not getting things that are bad for micro missions, but really, these are fine. I mean, this is the most important tier, and all three of these abilities would work fine here. I think most importantly, I wouldn't do a chain reaction fury build here. I would get crush and grip. More crowd control oriented things would work. Crush and grip or psionic shift. I'm gonna stick with crush and grip though because it incapacitates the units that you lift. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna stick ability efficiency is really good here too because you're really focusing on using Kerrigan's abilities. Cool. All right, let's get started.
Time to contact Valerian and Horner. I have to know where Jim is.
Gotta know where Jim is. Let's get him.
Kerrigan, we found him.
Where?
He's being held on the Moros, a mobile prison ship that jumps every hour to a randomized set of coordinates. There's no way to predict where it will jump next.
They've got to resupply sometime.
Exactly. We know the ship will be at the Atlas station for 32 minutes tomorrow.
Atlas will send a tanker out to the Moros, but when the fueling's done, it's gone. Our associate Tosh volunteered to infiltrate.
No, you've done your part. I'll handle this myself.
Be careful, Kerrigan. This place makes New Folsom look like a nursery.
A little Easter egg, right before he talks about Tosh, you can see Tosh. Tosh is actually standing near the window right behind him. So, rewind and go look at it. You'll see him back there. And then when it goes back to Horner, he's gone, which is kind of funny. And that's also one of the small Easter eggs that you get for depending on your choices. Obviously, if you pick Nova, I don't know what he says there, honestly. I don't think I've ever picked Nova. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's just kind of an interesting little thing. So this mission, very, very micro-oriented, no building, and almost unlosable, given the amount of reinforcements you get.
I'm in.
Our sensors are tracking you. I'll relay any tactical information I can. Be careful, Kerrigan. My father will have made every precaution to ensure no one reaches Commander Rayner.
He's not prepared for me.
Kerrigan kind of looks extra purple here. More
Yes.
purple than normal.
The hell was that?
Okay, so here's an example of if you didn't have, crush and grip or some sort of crowd control, Kerrigan could get nuked down pretty fast. Let's just do this. And then just wild mutation and everything's great. So, I don't think I even lost anything there, but we're just going to slowly get more and more units and it's going to be great. I'm just going to wait for wild mutation because why not? It's so good. And it just ensures I don't lose that much stuff. So let's go. And wild mutation. Frenzy. Cool, and you get just even more stuff. It's fantastic, but it's not that important what you lose. Oh, attack. That actually went really poorly. I was not prepared.
Retribution will be mine.
But that's okay. I'm going to kill all this stuff. I think the master achievement here is to finish this mission in 12 minutes or something absurd like that. It's very, very challenging. That's a large group. Let's, once again, wild mutation, go. Use crushing grip on these guys and snipe the ghosts. Not snipe the ghosts, use kinetic blast on the ghosts. All right. So, I mean, we still have a few units left. It's more than nothing, and we're going to get a bunch of stuff back here.
What is it?
Oh, that's bad. Oh, lift that stuff. I'm not even going to waste my wild mutation cooldown. Those Hellions might kill some Zerglings, but overall it's going to be fine. I think it's very similar to Supreme, Mission Supreme, where when you hit a certain checkpoint, you tend to get back all the units you lost, plus maybe more. Okay, so see, Crushing Grip, when Kinetic Blast is down, is an excellent form of crowd control, so I was able to get that tank and lift it so it couldn't do any more damage to me, even though Kinetic Blast was down.
They're bringing out the big guns.
No. Oh my god. Well, totally mismicroed that. And I may have lost. Because what I was ultimately trying to do was make sure that I could steal that Thor, and I just messed up all my hotkeys, and I have a lurker for some reason. When did that happen?
Yes. The swarm
Alright, well now we have to do this without any extra units. I mean, I'll get more units, but I just have to finish this up. Kerrigan's range is good, though, and these guys are going to come out with them. Let's unburrow this lurker. I don't recall making a lurker. Again, I must have just hit a weird hotkey.
The primary bulkhead. You're going to have to break through.
Our conquest continues.
So let's do this. We're going to get more units to help us defend, or at least we should.
My swarm, guard me while I take care of this.
I mean, I am going to get more stuff, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got really nervous there.
The swarm answers your call.
See, you get virtually everything back.
She's breaking into maximum security. Stop her now.
Now, unfortunately, my infestor is gone, so I can't steal anything. I'm going to leave that lurker over there. I just think that's going to be a fine spot for it, but that went okay.
Bravo engaging. Send backup.
Okay, so nothing we have is really light, per se, so I'm just going to use, well, except the Hydralisks, but they're far enough in the back that I don't have to worry about that. What? I mean, I kept this lurker here, but for what reason, we don't really know.
Be careful.
Do I have? No, I don't have Frenzy.
Defend our queen.
And you see, they just give you a bunch of stuff back, so it almost doesn't matter what you lose. Aha, look at that. And the lurker comes in handy, finally. I don't think lurkers do splash damage to your own units. I'm curious to know if they will in Legacy of the Void. I doubt it, though. I must have accidentally made that lurker at some point. I really blew that room. I really did a poor job there at the beginning, but it's fine. Alright, I sniped some stuff, and... Alright, find secret documents. Let's go do this.
Kerrigan, it's Horner. The security station near you holds the ship's prisoner log. If you can, grab it. We'll figure out the rest after Jim's safe.
Swarm
Those
conquers
assholes
all.
EMP'd me. Okay, I want to make sure I keep some of this because I don't think I'm going to get more units until after this next section. So I just want to make sure that I can, you know, do it. No.
Kerrigan, there's a large number of guards nearby.
If I implant virophages here, the infested will tear into those defenses.
It's your call.
So we can plant virophages down ourselves. We don't need infestors, which is interesting, but, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. What's the best way to do this? Let's throw down our lurker. There's a lot of units here, so I just have to be careful. Let's draw them in and then wild mutation my lurker, too. That'll be cool, right? And then lift. Great. All right. I don't know. I didn't really keep a close eye on what was happening there. All right, let's go ahead and infest this crap. I don't know really the best way to handle this section. I think you just want to, you know, infest all this shit and then go later. I'm taking my time. Obviously, I'm not really rushing. I think you have to rush later, though, because there's a time limit. Let's do this again. Lift. And wild mutation. Move in. Murder everything. Great. And then Kerrigan. Let's go ahead and infest these garrisons. Now, these are just going to give us some fire support, basically. They're going to draw the enemy away. Oh, and they can't heal themselves. That's great. That's great news. So I can just sort of peck away at these defenses because they can't heal themselves. Normally they can. Okay, so I'm just going to go for it because all the other units are away. This lurker's going to die. Oh, it didn't. Wild mutation, though, is going to save the day like usual. All right, back up, back up. And the infested are moving in. Everyone just back up. My other units just back up right now. It's not worth losing more stuff. The infested can kind of overcome this for me. Kill the perdition turret, though. That thing's annoying as shit. It's because all their other units got drawn over there because they're silly. I could just, like, go now, but I'm not going to. Oh, they actually send out infested marines. That's cool. Well, let's just clean all this up. I think these are... Oh, Prometheus Company. Since when is that a thing in the campaign other than the Hydralisk evolution? I didn't recall that. All right. Awesome. Not too many units left. We lost my single lurker, too. So we've got quite a large group here. But here we go. Our units are going to attack for us. So let's wild mutation those up there. Let's use perdition turrets, or use kinetic blast on the perdition turret, and frenzy the Hydralisks. You want to make sure you remember to do that frequently. These are all mercenaries, too. That makes this mission a little more challenging. Oh, that's a lot of Reapers. No problem. I like how they actually stopped talking because I lifted them. That's pretty cool. Somebody called for an exterminator, and I cut him off. Because I got him with a crushing grip. The cough still has not gone away.
This isn't happening. Destroy the coupling. Jettison the prison deck.
You heard the man. Blast it. We're cutting the prisoners loose.
So now we have to go stop this thing from happening, so I'm pretty sure this is timed. I've never let it go long enough, though, where I'd have a problem. Let's do this, attack, use this, and then fungal growth. Like, oh, neuroparasite, one of the tanks.
The coupler's taking heavy damage.
Oh, it is timed. There's damage on that. All right. Well, I've got a tank now. I'm not really going to need to siege it for anything later, but all right, we've completed this. We're going to go down an elevator.
Kerrigan, I did not think you would be so foolish as to come here. And now, your actions will lead to the death of all these brave men.
What did he just say?
They are all heroes, willing to sacrifice their lives in order to end your miserable existence. You and James Rayner can burn together.
Kerrigan, we just watched the bridge explode. The Moros is tearing itself apart. You have to save Jim. We're running out of time.
Classic Arcturus Mengsk. All right, here we go.
Speak.
We're back. I still have an infestor, surprisingly.
Fire, you idiots!
Where is my infestor? I would love to take one of these Thors. Oh, he doesn't have enough energy, so let's wild mutation then. Never mind. You know, the best laid plans.
It is time.
Alrighty. Not going so well this mission, let me tell you. Not doing too well.
Oh, screw this! Run!
So, we have to finish this now in under 4.5 minutes, in-game minutes. Look at all of this, though. Gotta wait for wild mutation. Alright, go.
Where do we go? The whole side of the ship is gone.
Kinetic Blast really good for taking out those heavy units like that, and we're getting all of our units back. Great.
Enough of this. Tear down that gate.
Tear down that gate. And this can be time-consuming if you don't let your Zerglings get in there first. Raptorlings jump right on it, and they don't get path blocked, so...
Get to the escape pods! Go! Go! Go!
This is the prison deck. There aren't any escape pods.
I ain't waiting to die! Wait the...
Okay, so there's prisoners here, and they just die, like, immediately, so I'm not really sure, like, why they even exist. I don't know. Let's murder this stuff. The tanks are kind of shredding me a little bit, but I'm doing okay. We gotta make sure we get our last secret document disc as well, which I think is right here. Silly Reapers. Alright, let's snipe that guy and lift these assholes. I don't really feel like I need to use Wild Mutation right now. Not yet, at least, especially because we're probably about to get some more reinforcements.
Move! We got Zerg on our asses!
Alright, we gotta go through here and murder this area, because this is our, Oh, my Apparition got sniped. This is our, data disk. Right, get on up here. Kill him. Alright, only Kerrigan can pick these up. Make sure she doesn't get path blocked.
Corner. I've got your data.
Roger that. Thank you, Kerrigan.
Cool.
No time.
Still got my siege tank. I could siege that up and use it if I need, but it's probably gonna die any time now.
You bastards!
A lot of stuff here. Do I even have any Hydralisks to Frenzy? I don't think so. Lift. I could have let the Dominion also kill the gate, but not really that necessary. Got an Infestor back. Probably not going to use it for anything. Oh, wait. Maybe I will here. I'm not sure.
No time.
Wild Mutation. And go.
This is it! If we're going down, we're taking these ugly critters with us!
No, you're not. Let's go ahead and steal some units if we can. Got a Goliath. That's cool. Alright, and we ended with still a minute 20, minute 10 left. More than enough time.
Zagara, have the Leviathan stabilize this section of the ship.
It is done.
Hold on, Jim. I'm almost there.
Why didn't we just have her stabilize it before we were in a super huge rush?
Sarah?
I had to get you out.
What have you done?
What I had to.
Tell that to Phoenix.
Tell it to the millions you butchered.
You swore you'd kill the Queen of Blades. You were the only one who ever believed in me. Do you still believe in me? I love you, Jim. Never forget it.
We're done.
It's one of the coolest moments, one of the coolest lines. We're done. It's awesome. Love it. Love it! See, now, that cinematic was not super epic action-packed, and I feel like it's so much heavier and it carries so much more weight than a giant Nidus worm bursting through the ground to kill Duran/Narud. At the same time, I think both are necessary, both are fun, both are enjoyable. So that's really what's important here. We are playing a game after all. Prevent Kerrigan's life from dropping below 50%. Got it. Reach the prison deck with Kerrigan in less than 8 minutes. Certainly not. Missed it by a minute and a half. I did not rush. I think the biggest time saver is that garrison part. I think if you draw the enemy units out, you can just sort of barrel right past the defenses with Kerrigan, and then you get a huge wave of reinforcements right after. I think that's the best way to save time there without having to kill everything. Alright, back to the Leviathan, and I think we have an evolution mission here too. Probably Swarm Hosts? I assume Swarm Hosts, which I have yet to use except in the Crucible mission. I just don't think they're that good, even with the evolutions, both the evolutions. They're just not that helpful.
You have unselected abilities, my queen. You can review them within your chamber.
Okay.
Jim is doing well. He's in the med bay, but I don't think he wants to talk to anyone.
I'm here to talk to you, Valerian. You know I am going to Core Hall now, correct?
I do. You plan to kill my father.
He's had this coming for a long time. I need to know where you stand.
I stand for my people. I've accepted that my father is beyond redemption, and must be removed from power.
I'm glad we understand each other.
Oh, and cut off that goofy little ponytail while you're at it. Okay, let's see. Abathur, what you got for me, buddy? No one else wanted to talk to me. I thought at least Abathur would want to chat with me. No, I guess all these motherfuckers, they got nothing to say. I get it.
My queen, you radiate with power. Your ultimate abilities have awakened.
Look, I'm not going to spend my time going through and explaining why I'm going to take drop pods over the other two. They're all good. I'm starting with that. Okay, so I am going to explain it, but let me preface, they're all good. None of these abilities are bad, so I'm not trying to argue that one is bad and that's why I'm not getting it. I just think drop pods are cool, and Apocalypse is fun. Leviathan requires a little more micro than I would care for, because I got to use those abilities, even though it's really, really, really good. It's just a little more micro than I already need with really only Kerrigan. Plus, Apocalypse does what I need it to do, which is it is a giant nuke that blows open a base, which is what I use Wild Mutation for as well. So the idea would be I'd go in Wild Mutation and Apocalypse, but I think the range on Apocalypse is a little lower. I remember taking it one time, and for some reason I didn't like it as much because it felt like the range on it was a little too low. Drop pods, on the other hand, you can call down. What I like to do is Wild Mutation in the front and then throw down the drop pods behind, and it's just so cool, and it's the only other time when you can actually use Primal Zerg in the game. So I just feel it's a little more unique. I have fun using it, but it's not necessarily better than the other two, that's for sure. Whereas I think some of these other, tiers, there are certainly better abilities that are objectively better, though, I mean, they're all pretty close. Alrighty, that's everything. When we come back, we're going to be doing the Swarm Host evolution. Thanks for watching. Bye.